Hey everyone, welcome back to the biology learning space. Today we will explore an important theory of ATP synthesis, and the theory is the chemiosmotic theory of ATP synthesis in photosynthesis. Now we will talk about what you must know. The chemiosmotic theory. This theory explains how ATP is synthesized during light-dependent reactions of photosynthesis, using the proton gradient, across the thylakoid membrane. Origin of the theory. It was proposed by Peter Mitchell in 1961, who was awarded Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1978 for this revolutionary concept. This theory replaced the older, chemical intermediate, hypotheses of ATP synthesis. Does ATP synthesis happen in plants? Let's break it down. It all begins in the chloroplast, the green powerhouse of plant cells. Inside it, we have the thylakoid membrane, where the real action happens. Meet the hero of our story, ATP synthase, also called the CFO-CF1 complex. It's like a tiny molecular motor that makes energy. When protons flow through this enzyme, it spins and forms ATP, the cell's energy currency. And guess what? All that ATP is made right here, in the stroma, the chloroplast's fluid-filled space. That's how plants power up with ATP. Let's understand how plants kickstart energy production, step by step. Step 1. Light excites electrons. Location: thylakoid membrane. Sunlight hits photosystem 2 in the thylakoid membrane. Electrons get excited and jump into action. Step 2. Water splits, photolysis. H ions released. Location: lumen. Water molecules split, this is called photolysis. It releases H ions into the lumen and oxygen as a byproduct. What about the electrons? They replace the ones lost from PS2. Step 3. Electron transport chain, ETC. Location: lumen. Those excited electrons travel down the electron transport chain. As they move, more H ions get pumped into the lumen, building a proton gradient. Step 4. Hydrogen ions flows through ATP synthase. Location: thylakoid membrane to stroma. The built-up hydrogen ions inside the lumen now flow back into the stroma, through a special enzyme called ATP synthase. As they rush through, they spin the enzyme, and ATP is made. Now, step 5. Electrons reduce NADP plus to NADPH. Location: stroma. Meanwhile, the electrons reach photosystem 1. Here, another light beam re-energizes them, and they're finally used to convert NADP plus into NADPH, another energy-rich molecule. And there you go, sunlight powers the creation of ATP and NADPH, the energy tools plants need for the next stage, which is the Calvin cycle. Now, the result of chemiosmosis. As a result, ATP formed in the stroma. ATP and NADPH, formed, are used in the Calvin cycle. And oxygen is released as a byproduct of water splitting. That's all for today. If you like the content, then please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.